Hello viewer, I am Noble Vegas, and welcome to another playthrough as we try out Supermarket Simulator. This has been a popular game in recent months as it's come to early access on Steam, and we are going to do our very own playthrough ourselves. So we start out with a very small supermarket on the side street here. It says, "Welcome to Supermarket Simulator. You'll start with a small store and grow to an awesome supermarket. Start by purchasing goods to sell and place them onto shelves. Don't forget to set the prices with a profit to avoid bankruptcy. Have fun." That last one, of course, very important. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come here and we need to order goods. We don't actually have enough money to buy everything, which is what we want to do. So we're going to join the bank and we're going to take out a loan. And we're going to do short pay because it gives us the lowest interest on a daily rate. So we're going to take out our loan and then we're going to buy 2 of every item here. And the limit that you have is 10 items. So we're going to make our first purchase here and then come for 2 of the next set. And then we will make that purchase as well there. That will give us 2 of everything. That will allow us to keep ourselves sufficiently stocked to start for our first day. And we will begin by placing bread on our shelves and moving that box out. We'll bring everything in, we'll get it all set, and then we will set our prices. I think I'm going to set the sugar here. What's next? Okay, our second box of bread, so we're going to set it side by side with the first box. And then we'll get rid of that box, and we're just going to keep on going. We now have flour. We're going to put that just above the sugar. And as we go along, again, this will be a good opportunity to allow us a first day of just tending to shoppers that come in without having to worry about purchases and restocks, and having to scramble around on a constant basis with restocking and purchasing. So it allows us a good smooth first day, so to speak. Alright, placing our second box of flour now, and we will take that on out to the trash. Another round of cereal. Our second box of powdered sugar, and we will place that right down here, side by side with our first box. Throw that away, and then we have pasta, which we will put, we'll put underneath the flour for now. Place our oil on the shelf. Throw that away. Then our last box of pasta will go here. We'll throw that away, we'll set our prices, and we will open up the store for our first day of business. Alright, we'll set the prices just under the market rate here. I know others like to do round numbers because it goes a little bit more quickly as far as being able to do cash checkouts, but I like to have a little bit more fun with it. Set the prices a little bit more realistically here. $3.69 for these. Come down to the pasta, and we'll do $3.09 for those, and then $4.79 for powdered sugar. Everything should have a price, and so we are now ready to open. Noble's Supermarket is ready for business. Alright, so we have our first shopper coming in and grabbing what they're looking for now. First one is always a cash payment, and they're out the door, and then the next one coming in usually is credit card. That way it shows you how each transaction works, how each interaction works. And here comes our second customer. Yep, and credit card transaction. You can actually use the keypad to type that in. That was something you couldn't do beforehand, I believe. And we're on our way. Already 3 checkouts in, and number 4 is about to join us now. Now, what makes Supermarket Simulator fun and rather easy as it's still in early access is it creates a balance between the challenge of trying to make sure that you keep everything stocked, keep your customers happy, and then just being able to, early on enjoy it rather peacefully. The first objective here to go through, you're wanting 25 checkouts. Most times you can hit that on the first day, but it does not always come through. And sometimes you come up a little short, but it keeps it pretty easy. It keeps things spread out. Time starts at around 8 o'clock in the morning. It ends at 9 o'clock at night. You can still get some stragglers at the 9 o'clock hour. But for the most part, that's how it runs, and then you can open and close it at your leisure on how you want to run your store. But when it first starts out, you get this open space, which is basically a 1x2 space, and then 2 shelves. Once you get through the objectives, that allows you a little bit more design capacity, so you can move things like your checkout, large bill payment here, and it allows you to keep going through in that direction. 75, 85, 90, 91. And 10.21 cents. Thank you, madam. Hit the escape. We can just head outside and look around to see what our neighborhood looks like. We've got a dry cleaners down the street. Looks like they have opportunities. You got a hotel next door. Looks like they've got good opportunities to really be able to create an atmosphere here. If I understand correctly, eventually as you get further in, you can unlock deliveries and other items to the neighborhoods. And it'd be interesting to see, like with that space there, if they might open something like a direct competitor across the street from you. And then you have to compete with pricing a little bit more directly in that aspect. So it'll be interesting to see how this game develops. Here we have a couple of gentlemen coming through very quickly now. We'll get them out the door rather quick. Thank you, sir. You have yourself a good day as well. Now, when we first started out, we only had $50. We took a $750 loan, so our total cash starting out was at $800, and we're already up to $670 and store level 2. Once you get to store level 3, you can unlock the first set of licenses that allows you to purchase additional products, and also work towards expanding your store with the first open purchase, which is a 1x2, so this space and this space would push further out. And you also get more of a glass front as well when that comes around. And we'll see that if we're able to unlock that in this first episode here. Alright, so exact change again. You gotta love that. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. That glare is a little bothersome, but hey, what can you do sometimes, right? So we're gonna move out of the way here. Got one person coming in already. And you see plenty of people on the street, plenty moving around, which at 3:30 in the afternoon sounds about right. Processing more bread. And help him through, exact change. So as we start seeing the reductions, we know we're getting a little bit of a run on pasta as well as bread, but we're still keeping the shelves fairly well stocked, so there's not much to worry about there. Getting along in the day. Now I did turn on the light. There is a objective that comes up later as it starts to get dark, so we'll have to turn that off and back on for it to register that objective as complete. But here in the early play in the first day, it is a little slower going, so it kind of helps draw you into where you have this sort of quiet time. It's 5 in the afternoon. There's been a few people coming in, but there hasn't been a whole lot. And so it kind of eases you in a little bit as things progress. You have more products that you'll be purchasing that you have to keep stocked. You'll have more customers coming in and out to the point where you'll need multiple checkouts, of course. And it allows for good progression. There's good scaling when it comes to advancing yourself along. 25, 30, 1, 2, 3. Thank you and have a good day. And so we'll continue along with this day as it comes through. 369, thank you, sir. And we're starting to get dark, so that light objective should come up shortly, as we have someone else coming in now. You can see the sun going down, so we're starting to lose our glare here in the reflections. So for tomorrow, we'll definitely have to restock on pasta, as plenty of folks have purchased that already. 20, 40, 1, 2, 10, 11, 12. Thank you. Love the blue hair. Love the blue hair, madam. Looks fantastic. Alright, there's our tutorial now, so we'll escape out, we'll turn it off, turn it back on. We'll come back and we'll get her taken care of now. 20, 45, 10, 21. Thank you. And we'll get him checked out here as well. So we're getting into the final hour. We're not going to purchase anything this evening. We're just going to kind of get things reset. So we're going to definitely getting a good run on powdered sugar. So we're going to do a powdered sugar. We're going to do a pasta. And I think that's all we're going to add for now. So a powdered sugar and a pasta. And we're not going to purchase it now because even though the shipping is only $2 for those two items, we want to spread that cost out a little bit more, and so we're going to wait until tomorrow when we add more items to it. Alright, whoop, 551. There you are. And just cereal for you. Thank you very much. And just bread for you. Thank you very much. Alright, we've hit the 9 o'clock hour, and typically this is when the first day would end, but the game still allows for the occasional person to come through, so I'd like to come outside and take a look. I don't see anybody walking this direction, and we do stop. You can see on our objective we stopped one short, so I'm kind of holding out hope that somebody at the last minute might spawn their way in and come visit us, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we will end our first day here. And here are our statistics. So this is our first day. We've had 24 customers. We just one shy of that 25. 144 store points. We did have 152 income. We've lost just shy of 200 because of purchasing those supplies, but that's going to happen. Total profit just over $42 in loss, and our balance is $757 for the day. All right, so we're going to start our next day here. Alright, you'll receive daily bills starting today. Make sure to pay the bills using your computer before their due date, or they'll be paid automatically. The more electrical devices, the more expensive the bills. Alright, so we're going to work our way in here. We already know, like we said, we want to do one pasta and one powdered sugar. I think everything else will still be fine, as each one is more than half full and wouldn't take more than a half of a box to fully restock. It's too bad we didn't get that 25th check out. That would have been nice. So we're going to go ahead and make that purchase there. We also need to make our bank payment. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to come out. We're going to stock our pasta. Alright, I'm going to close the box, throw it away. And then we're going to stock our powdered sugar. And then we will get our second day started. Alright, it doesn't fully take it, so we're just going to stash this box right over here for now. And then we're going to begin day 2 of Noble Supermarket. So welcome one and all. Come in, come find what you need. Hopefully it's everything. First hour is usually a little bit on the quieter side. Our first folks coming in now, so we will be ready for ourselves. The advantage that we have is once we hit that 25th, we'll be very close to store level 3, and we'll be able to purchase our first license, which is about $200. And most of those items will be refrigerated, so we need to make sure that we keep the $200 we need for the refrigerator to go with them. And then the products that will come along with it afterward as well. So it's going to get a little expensive here on this second day as we expand our opportunities. But we'll build into that when we are able to. Alright, first customer of the day is out the door. And second customer is right behind them already. So a good strong start to the day. How much is our loan payoff amount? That's a good number to have because I like to be able to pay it off early if I'm able to. I don't think we'll be doing that this episode, just because it's good to have that loan available when it's a little bit more needed and necessary. 484 going out. Right now having that extra is probably what's going to go towards making our purchase, which we can purchase a second license. The question is whether I want to do that now and try to rush stock that. I think we will give it a shot. So we will purchase our second license. We will purchase a refrigerator, and then we will purchase. For now, we're going to start with one of each just to make sure that we can stay within, and we get very close. So we're going to purchase all of that. We will take care of these two fine gentlemen and get them out the door so that we can start setting up for our level or our next license. 589. All right. The fun and the trick here is trying to do it before somebody tries to pull something off the shelf that they want. So we're going to stock the dry goods. We're just going to put coffee here for now. And we're going to throw that away. We're going to get him checked out. And this is where your activity gets a little bit more active as you try to balance between stocking shelves and actually, I just realized we didn't put a price on coffee. $10.39 for that. Help this nice lady check out. 8.48, thank you, ma'am. And then we put milk on the shelf here. And then a price tag, $2.39. Then we take that out the door. We'll throw that away. And the other box, put some bottled water on. I'll be with you in just a moment, sir. As we place bottled water on the shelves and price them, $2.59. Good thing it doesn't penalize you for customers waiting right now, or some would get a little upset. Cheese. Place some cheese right in here. Place a price tag, $3.39, and we will help you. Thank you, ma'am, for your purchase of our new products. We greatly appreciate your patronage. And somebody's buying coffee. Coffee is a good early high profit item. And we thank you all for your support. All right, we're going to put tea right next to it. And toss that right out the door. Place a price tag on the tea at $5.69. And then turn around and help our friends checking out. $8.57. And just some milk for you. $2.39. Thank you all. Have a great day. We'll come out and grab this last box of eggs. Uh-oh. We didn't give ourselves enough space to be able to do eggs. And neither of those will fit in these boxes. So we're just going to set the eggs to the side. And we will take care of them next opportunity when we're able. Help this fine gentleman in checking out as well. Go ahead and turn on those lights. Don't quite have enough for a second refrigerator. Wow, 3 boxes of cereal. That's quite the purchase there. Now, the nice advantage, at least in the early access game here, is that nothing spoils when it's in storage. So those eggs won't go bad on us for now. So if they sit here in the warm and open, basically it's just like if it was out in Europe. It can sit in the warm, it's a shelved item, and so it'll be just fine. It's not going to spoil. There's no expiration dates to worry about, and it's something that is a good, easy lean in. I'm sure that's something they might eventually consider as they continue to develop the game. And we've got ourselves a big spender here, buying with a $100 bill. Alright, 2 cereals for $11.78. Thank you. A little bit of a stack up in the line. You like seeing that. 3 and 10, 1, 2. Thank you. And then milk for you, sir. And exact change. Thank you. Still don't quite have enough to purchase a refrigerator. Doing fine. It looks like we can do some flour and bread for tomorrow. So we will add bread and flour. We're going to go ahead and stage a coffee for tomorrow as well. And we will help these two well-dressed gentlemen with their checkout as well. 2 items of tea. Thank you for purchasing our new products. And we hope to have eggs on the shelf soon. Hopefully nobody's looking for those, though I'm sure at least 1 or 2 have. Thank you, ma'am. And we're coming up on the 9 o'clock hour. So we're going to peek out real quick. Looks like we have 1 coming from that direction that would be possible. I don't see anyone coming from that direction, so it looks like we'll get 1 more customer. And then our next objective is going to be purchasing an expansion for the store, which for growth, that would be $350. So we probably won't get that until the end of one of our next couple of days. So we'll wait for this fine gentleman to finish making his selections. We'll help him check out. We have another one coming through the door now, so we will wait for him as well. Just a bottle of water for you, sir. Oop, there we go. And $2.59. Thank you, and have yourself a great night. All right, so I think we will call it here for our second day, and we'll end it here. Day 2 statistics. We had 25 customers, so we hit the 25 for the day. 143 store points. We had just shy of 200 in income, but we had about 600 in supply costs for another profit loss. But in these first couple of days, you will expect that total balance is just shy of 200. So we are going to put a stop in here. Thank you for watching our first episode of Supermarket Simulator. Again, this is on early access on Steam, and you more than welcome to pick it up and try it out for yourself and see how you like it as well. Thank you again for tuning in. If you have any comments or any questions, be sure to leave them down in the section below. Have a great day.